Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First tone of the game for James Cook. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. 1st down throw for Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing here, Allen. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bass now to kick this away. Bucky Irving now to return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Right back to Irving now. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Irving on the inside give. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First trip to the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Baker now off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They put a receiver in motion right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pass is caught at the 9. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. moving. Does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Mayfield now from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Motion man sent left. 2nd and 3. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 41. Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's got it near the 8. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Cook scores, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. There's enough time they can work in a field goal range before attempting one to end the half. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Godwin sent in motion right. Another try following the sack. On target to Godwin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, third down coming up. Baker now from the gun. Has it down close. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. And they may not be able to take a knee safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Tucker now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Irvin here from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Once again, Irving. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's the give to Irving. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, Allen connects with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air again, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Again, Allen to the air. Pass complete to Cook. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They kick the running back in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Room to run inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll get it up to the 27. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 27. That pass complete to Irving. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Baker throwing again. Got his target, it's Otten. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Mayfield to throw again. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Mayfield now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
They'll send their tight end right. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.